Hey everybody! So I still have my whiteboard, I still have my marker, but now I have a very different sort of problem. This is called the problem of the day, and it's going to take you to the next step, hopefully, or maybe the next thing that we haven't done before, right? So I want you to think about sitting down to next to someone and having a math conversation about what you are thinking and what they're thinking in order to solve these problems. What am I supposed to do? Lots of kids don't love story problems, and I'll tell you why. Because nowhere in the problem does it say add or subtract. Instead, you have to understand what is happening. And I'm going to suggest that as we read this story, we represent it as a model, and that model will help us know, am I supposed to take the numbers and subtract? Or am I supposed to take the numbers and add? What am I supposed to do? So let's tell you the story of Greta's pencils. Greta has a great deal of pencils. If I counted them all up, she has 32 pencils. So there are Greta's 32 pencils. Now, she comes over here and she decides to be so sweet that she's going to give 16 of them away. Poof! Maybe to all her friends. So, how many pencils does she have left? So I'm taking a big number like 32 and I'm going to cut off that 16 part, and I'm going to be left with this part over here. That's what I'm trying to do in this story, right? This is a model of what happened. So do you think I could make this model true by subtracting to get the missing part? Or do you think I would add all the numbers together to get the missing part? Well, I'll tell you about adding. If you add numbers together, you get bigger numbers. So you would actually take this whole 32 plus a 16 and you would end up with a really big number, way bigger than this box. So I'm not sure adding these numbers together is going to get us this missing part. I think it's the subtraction that we do that would get us the missing part. So let's try to subtract. Hey, 2, nice to see you, 2 apples. Hey, 2 bicycles. Hey, 2 cherries. Give me 6 cherries. Can't do it. So I'm going to regroup from the tens place, come over, cha-ching, I am now rich. 12 take away 6, well, that's kind of a related fact to 6 plus 6. So 12 take away a 6 is just going to leave the other 6. And that makes sense, right? Because 6 plus 6 is 12. 2 take away a little bit is 16. And you know what? This makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? 1 16 plus another 16, these boxes are about, together to be 32. So the model can not only tell you what operation to do, it can tell you if your answer is reasonable. Because if I would have gotten an answer like 160, I would have right away said, no way, that box is way too small for a 160. All right, let's talk about my friend Carter. Carter has some chores at home, and it says that the other day, he was working for 34 minutes cleaning his room. So there's Carter cleaning his room. Then he went out and did about 19 minutes washing the dishes. Okay? What they're asking is, hey, is there any way we can figure out how many minutes in all Carter was doing chores? Well, we have 2 choices. We could subtract the numbers in the problem. We could add the numbers in the problem. It doesn't say add or subtract. I do know that he worked 34 minutes and then he worked more minutes on top of that. And now I'm looking for a really big number. I mean, a number so big that it's bigger than 34 and bigger than 19. Do you think subtracting the numbers is going to get me a very big answer? Or do you think adding the numbers, the parts together, is going to get me the whole thing? Yep, and there are some clues that help you, like the words in all are, a big clue that, yep, I'm going for the whole thing here. Just like the word left kind of made sense with the fact that you were cutting some away or giving some away, right? So I'm going to add these numbers up. 4 plus 9 is 13. 13 has a 3 in the ones place and a 10. So I'm going to regroup that 10 over. 3, 4, 5, 50. And that makes sense because if I have 30 and I add about 20 more, I should get about 50. This model helps me get the answer, of course, but it also helps me check my answer. Thanks for working some bar models with me, everybody. Appreciate it. Bye now.